Kind of linking to gold and silver, what do you make of the meeting, the Fed meeting, and Kevin Walsh? He does seem more hawkish than a lot of people expected, than Trump would have liked.
Yeah, well, ironically, he seems less dovish than Powell was. And the reason that Trump didn't want Powell was because he wasn't dovish enough. And now they got a guy who's less dovish. I don't even
it's like Iran. Peter, it's like Iran. He didn't like Ali Khamenei, so he got Mustafa Khamenei, his son, who's even more radical than his father. It's not going well for Trump.
Yes. So, but he's not, he's more of a chicken hawk. I mean, if he was really hawkish, they would have raised rates yesterday. In fact, somebody asked him the question, why aren't you just raising rates today? And he refused to answer it. But also, I thought creating these 5 task force was an easy way of doing nothing. Say, oh, we're going to have these 5 task force to study the problem. I mean, don't you know what the problems are by now? And don't you have some idea what the solutions are? What do you need a task force for? And meanwhile, the Federal Reserve already employs an army of people, not just the FOMC, but they have so many accountants and economists and guys why do they need more? Why do they need to bring more people in? And, one of the things he said he wanted to try to figure out was the drivers of inflation. Well, I mean, the Fed is the driver of inflation. You don't have to figure that out. The Fed creates it. And he actually admitted that inflation is a choice, which it is. The Fed chooses to create inflation. It doesn't have to choose inflation, but the alternative is something that it doesn't want to choose. Because if you choose no inflation, then you're going to have a bear market in stocks, a bear market in real estate, a bear market in bonds, a recession, a collapse in real estate prices. You're going to force the U.S. government to cut spending. And I would like to see the Fed make that choice, but there's no way they're going to do it. That's why I believe when push comes to shove, Walsh is going to make the same choice as Yellen and Bernanke and Powell, and he's going to choose inflation too. And the government always chooses inflation. Trump chooses inflation. That's what makes the big, beautiful bill. The only reason that he could cut taxes on overtime and tips and Social Security is because the Fed was going to create inflation to make up the difference, because he didn't cut other government spending. So the only way to finance it is through inflation. So everybody chooses inflation because it's the most expedient way to achieve their goals.